So you're still looking for a photographer for your important event. Check it out. SK Productions LLC is all about video and photography. We're located in Northeast Pennsylvania and can handle weddings, sporting events, business events, proms, music videos, birthday parties.
I think they get the idea.
For your video and photography needs, head over to skproductions.com. That's skproductions.com. SK Productions with a Z.com.
Secure your future with the AIG Financial Network, located at 340 Market Street in Kingston, Pennsylvania. Call Paul Bonomo of the AIG Financial Group today. From life insurance, disability, employee benefits, 401k rollovers, and much, much more at 570-436-2562. He's not just your ring announcer. Let him be your financial representative. Paul Bonomo from the AIG Financial Network.
Introducing participant number 3 from the Isle of Samoa, weighing 225 pounds. He is the reigning and defending PPW Heavyweight Champion, the future, Lance Anoa'i.
Lance Anoa'i sporting the newly unveiled PPW Heavyweight Championship belt.
Why did they change the belt?
Time for an upgrade there.
It's certainly big enough.
This is what it's all about, folks, a PPW Heavyweight Championship. People come from all over the country,
And the wild card in
all
this
over the world to compete for that belt.
The wild card in this match is Dylan Dean, because you have no idea what he's going to do, no idea what he's thinking. You don't know whose side he's on. We could see him stay with Afa. We could see him go for that. You know, I think whatever is in his best interest will happen tonight. Whatever he thinks the best direction is.
Afa and Lance talking some strategy here over in the corner. Dylan Dean offering his opinion.
Now remember how many timeouts he has. He has a bunch. He can call them whenever he wants.
Camarelli, no timeouts.
Well, Dylan Dean has now, he's asking for chairs from ringside. Look at this, him and Afa are just gonna.
Afa's just taking a break.
They're just gonna chill out.
EJ, what a main event triple threat match for the PPW Heavyweight Champion, and Dylan Dean has been, should I say, sent to exile. He's off refereeing here. Danny Maff beating up Lance pretty good here.
I can't believe they even let Dylan Dean at ringside.
Well, Afa's just sitting there watching. What's he doing? He's eating potato chips.
Lance up and over, Dan Maff getting that speed going. If he's going to win this matchup, he has to utilize his quickness and this speed advantage over Dan Maff.
Tell you what, Lance bulking up now, up to 225 pounds. The kid looks great.
Dan Maff going to the middle rope, a rare sight for the big man. Lance catches him.
I'll tell you what, that took some lower body strength to pick a big man like Danny Maff out like that.
Absolutely.
I think he's going for the people's elbow.
Look at that standing moonsault, unbelievable. He almost had him right there.
What, Danny Maff looked a little shocked on that one. He kicked out of the 2 count, EJ.
Paul Bo, if Lance wants to win this, as I was saying before, he probably more athletic than Dan Maff. He's definitely quicker. But look at Dan Maff there, sidesteps Lance. Maybe I spoke too soon here. From face lock, goes for the suplex. Lance blocks it, big kick right to the gut.
Oh,
running knee to Dan Maff.
And you imagine how hard that knee has to be to get a big man like Danny Maff down on the ground. 300 pounds, built low to the ground.
Anoa'i has been doing his homework. He has Maff very well scouted. These two, of course, are no strangers in the squared circle.
No, not at all, EJ.
Lance outsmarts Maff there, sends him over the top. And what does the young Samoan have in mind here? He's gearing up the crowd. Maff back in the ring and right back out to the outside. Dylan Dean up on the apron, distracting the PPW Heavyweight Champion. Lance full steam ahead. Suicide dive. Maff caught him and slammed his head right against the apron. Paul Bowe, Lance is out of this one. Right into the ring post.
I'll tell you what, Lance, Danny Maff, veteran of the ring. I've said this so many times. Up and down the East Coast, he's fought all the best that independent wrestling has to offer. Right into the steel railing, and steel railings are not very forgiving, EJ. You know that.
Absolutely. I set all those railings up. I know just how heavy they are, Paul Bowe.
Chico's calling for the, I don't know, he just did the throat slashing gesture.
Things do not look good for the heavyweight champion here tonight, Paul Bowe, as he struggles to do something to weaken Dan Maff.
Both men outweigh Lance by 75 pounds each. Afa's just standing at ringside. He's not even getting involved.
You have to wonder if he's really on the side of Lance Anoa'i, if it's just pulling the wool over his eyes.
Well, a lot of times blood is thicker than water, I know, with these Samoans, but time will tell, EJ, time will tell.
In pro wrestling, nothing's thicker than money, Paul Bowe.
Or gold.
Absolutely.
Methodical pace by Danny Maff, pacing himself, picking his spots, taking the young Samoan out piece by piece, limb by limb.
Very methodical strategy here from Dan Maff, and when you're the size of Maff, you could afford to be methodical. He does not have to rush to do anything in his life, let alone win a wrestling match.
Absolutely not. And Lance's body is going limp. Like I said, a headlock like this, what it does, it cuts off the carotid artery right to the brain. The oxygen can't get to the brain, and eventually you'll just pass out.
He's forcing that chin into the chest of Lance Anoa'i. Like you said, cuts the airway right off, weakens the heavyweight champion, but now Anoa'i with the body shots is pulled right back down to the ground.
Danny Maff, dirtiest player in the business, pulled him right by his hair.
And it looks like Afa wants to get involved here. We're just completely allowed. He is the third man in this triple threat match.
Yeah, and he's not even wrestling at all.
Dan Maff just headbutted Lance Anoa'i. Probably not a good idea. Look at that. He's headbutting him, and Maff is staggering. He has to know about how hard the Samoan heads are.
Yeah, you can't crack a Samoan head. It's like cement.
Lance needs to rethink his strategy here. He needs to get back to his feet, get the wheels moving, get that speed and athleticism going.
Tell you what, EJ, in Lance's title defense for a few months that he's had the belt, I've never seen anybody having Lance down and out like this.
Absolutely. He's usually all over the ring, flying through the air, taking it down to the mat, but he has just stopped dead in his tracks here, Paul Bowe. What is he going to do?
And look at the scowl on the face of Danny Maff.
That sadistic smile. That is more terrifying than any... I'm more terrified by his smile than I would be if he was screaming at me.
Absolutely, and he's just saying, I'm going to beat you with every inch of your life with everything you got.
Just fist, followed by shoulder, followed by fist. How much more can Lance Anoa'i take?
Danny Maff, it looks like he's headed for PPW stardom. It looks like he's going to capture this PPW gold. But Afa Jr. is walking around the ring, and Dylan Dean is now doing his strut. You don't know what's on the mind of them.
Absolutely not, especially when he gets that strut going. Who knows? Lance going back to those body shots, get him under the armpit, a very sensitive area, tons of nerve endings. You don't usually think about it. Oh, and he was picked right out of the air.
And a shot right to the solar plexus.
It looked like duck hunt.
It did look like duck hunt. I had an ice cream cone the other day at Kirch's. Looked like duck hunt too. He nailed him.
Maff is saying it's over, and I believe him, Paul Bowe. This one, we may see a new heavyweight champion here tonight. What does Maff have in mind? Anoa'i on the shoulders of Maff and just plants him straight down.
Right on his head. What?
Shades of the Undertaker right there.
What Afa just did? He just pulled Josh Menaker out of the ring.
Like a rag doll.
Here he comes. Here comes Afa.
Oh! Didn't even phase Maff.
These two behemoths are trading rights and lefts, chops and chops.
Paul Bowe, this is what would happen if two big grizzly bears met up in Yellowstone National Park.
Absolutely, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that place, EJ.
Absolutely. But watch the champion, Lance Anoa'i. Oh, he's the opportunist. It's in his blood. He was raised in a wrestling ring as he ascends all the way to the top rope. Double drop kick.
Every man is on the canvas here. All three men scattered about the ring. Danny Maff outside the ring, Afa now outside the ring. Lance is standing tall and for PPW in the ring as he's trying to summon this crowd here.
He's trying to get the energy from the crowd here, a bit thinned out, but still packed here at St. Joseph's Gymnasium.
And Afa and Danny Maff are going at it outside the ring here.
This could get very ugly when you have two men that size just throwing reckless punches. Just
watch Lance, EJ. Watch
no, Lance going all the way to the outside. Unbelievable.
Bodies everywhere. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Paul Bowe, when there's PPW gold on the line, these men will do whatever it takes, especially if you're the one defending the championship. Think of the journey Lance Anoa'i has been on over the past year to get to the top of Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling. Think of the ladder he had to climb rung by rung to become heavyweight champion, Paul Bowe. He's not going to give it up. Maff has him in a very bad situation here, though.
Lance, I wouldn't want to be.
Oh, no! Paul Bowe, he released him on that power bomb.
Oh, super kicks from hell by Lance Anoa'i.
It didn't even face the champion. He's right back, and another one.
That would put him down. Afa just told him to get to the top rope. I think he's going to hold him down.
The big Samoan splash from Anoa'i, and it looks like he's
my own flesh and blood. Afa just stopped Lance in the back.
I told you, Paul Bowe, gold is thicker than blood. Sit out, power bomb. 2, 3, we have a new champion. I can't believe it.
Here is your winner and new PPW Heavyweight Champion, Afa Jr. EJ, I'd like to stay on commentary, but I gotta go sign off. I'm Paul Bowe. This is